first guest tonight is arguably the most popular and highest paid wrestler of all time. Let's take a look at the man in action. Those are new wrestling rules. You can shoot beer at people. All right, please welcome the Rattlesnake, Stone Cold Steve Austin. That was beer you were shooting at McMahon, wasn't it?
Big waste of beer. I could have saved that and drank it later, but got me a little hot, so I decided to give it a little shower.
That's one of the new loopholes in the wrestling rules that you can do. I want to talk to you, first of all, about your fans. Your fans are fanatical. They love you to the point that I can't believe that some of them now are jumping into the ring and actually jumping on top of you, which I think is the stupidest thing I've ever heard of in my life.
We were over in Germany about half a year ago. End of a match, I was pretty tired. You know, everybody's pretty tired at the end of the match. And guy jumps right on my ribs. Sometimes we go overseas, a lot of guys are pulling ribs. So I thought it might have been someone from the back. I looked up and this guy's, you know, I could barely breathe. So the guy I'm wrestling picks him up, suplexes him, starts punching him in his temple. So it's kind of a deal like that. The guy came out on the short end of the stick. The other day we were in Rochester.
You might say that. Yeah. I just wonder what that guy says to his friends when he go home. Oh, it was terrific. I completed the temple. It was amazing.
Yeah, we usually always got security. That day, a guy jumps in the ring, but he was real kind of mellowed out, and the referee punched him in the mouth. So.
That's the last thing I would do if I was enjoying a fight that you were in, was think, I'm going to go try and tackle that guy.
You would figure.
Yeah, you would rip my head off, wouldn't you?
I don't know.
It comes off easily.
You got those runner's legs. I don't know if I can catch you.
Yeah, my tricky legs would outwit you. I'd be like, catch me if you can. You'd be sitting there on an idiot.
Forget about it.
Gotta ask you about these T-shirts. All your fans wear them. Austin 316. Do you want to explain what that's all about?
Yeah, it happened a couple years ago in King of the Ring type pay-per-view. It was like tournament style. I beat the first guy, but in the process, he kicked me in my mouth, split my lip all the way open, so I went to the hospital. Got stitched up. When I came back, someone said, hey, you got Jake the Snake Roberts in the final. So, and they said, you kind of cut a religious interview on you, so you might want to remember that if you win the King of the Ring on your acceptance speech. So I won the match, and basically at the end, after he was walking up the aisle holding his little ribs, basically to a T, I said, you know, you sit there and you thump your Bibles and say your prayers and it didn't get you anywhere. You talk about your Psalms, talk about John 3:16. Austin 3:16 says, I just whipped your ass. And basically, that's how it came about. And, you know, it was never designed anything to be anti-religious, sacrilegious, just something I said. And it kind of caught on as a real hot piece of marketing.
A lot of your fans were probably looking through the Bible like, where does it say that?
Where's this guy coming from here? Yeah.
Oh, and I will whip your ass. Yeah, okay. We have, you know, we got some of you, we were playing with some of your merchandise.
Yeah.
We actually gave someone in the audience one of your...
Yeah, there's a couple select items right there.
There are some of them, like, I don't think this guy does you justice. It's a little you, but...
The guy's a little bit better looking than me.
Yeah, but the legs have completely atrophied. Look at that, like, I'll get you.
That'll probably be me in a couple of years, so I got that going for me.
Don't let them put out a doll. Those are my legs, not your legs.
Well, that's the Conan Stone Cold doll.
I like, this is what I like. This is one of my favorite ones. I just got to show this because this is fun.
I've seen some of this stuff.
This is a crazy straw with you.
That is crazy.
But I just like, you know.
That's the craziest straw I've ever seen.
I've never been that excited about chocolate milk in my life.
This straw will get you excited about chocolate milk.
What is that?
So there's nothing you want by your beverage more than a sweaty wrestler.
Yeah, right.
When you drink through this thing, you will know where that extra 50 cents went.
Of course, this is a great, I really love this. Look at this cover for, this is some of the music that you guys put out on. Look at that. Huh? Oh.
Beautiful.
If I was 16, I'd be in my basement just looking at that for hours.
A couple candles glowing or something.
How do they do it?
That's a good little piece of business here.
You've got your Stone Cold Steve Austin condoms. And I gotta say that.
Yeah, so, there you go.
Do you talk to the manufacturers about it? Like,
yeah, no, that one kind of caught me off by surprise.
all right, what? Well, it shouldn't, friend. Tell us about the name Stone Cold, because that's a great name, and wrestlers take their names very seriously. Is it hard to come up with a good name?
Yeah, it's hard to come up with a good name because you're looking at all the things we have here, which is, you're going to, merchandise, marketing, it's everything. So a couple of years ago when I came to the WWF, I used to work for a different organization, but I tore my tricep off my arm, got fired. So I came to the organization and...
You tore the tricep out of your arm?
Off
Is that
my
what
arm.
you... Oh.
That had reattached.
It came off completely?
Yeah, off the elbow. Wrestled for 2.5 weeks in Japan like that, but I came back.
When did you notice it was missing?
As soon as I did it.
I could go a whole year without my tricep and not know it. Huh? What? No, I have my tricep. Leave me alone. Oh, no.
But the name came about where I, went to the WWF. When I first got there, I'd been out of work for almost a year, and they said, "Oh, we're going to call you the Ringmaster." And I said, "Oh, man, that's a little shaky," but had worked in about a year, so I need to get some paychecks coming in.
Right.
So I went up there and did the Ringmaster for about 6 months, and then finally I said, "Man, this idea sucks."
Yeah.
No personality, nothing like that. So I came up with this. I was a bad guy back then. I came up with this concept, and then I couldn't quite put my finger on the name. This cold-blooded, ruthless guy. And then they faxed me a bunch of names from the office, and then finally I was pretty frustrated, and my wife was from England at the time, and she made me a cup of hot tea, and she goes, don't worry about it, go ahead and just drink your tea before it gets stone cold. And she goes, that's it, Stone Cold Steve Austin. That's how I got my name.
It's really good that...
Got lucky.
Yeah, it's really good that you didn't say, drink that fast before it gets a tad chilly.
Yeah. That sounds like one of the names they had.
Here he comes, Tad Chili!
Boy, big piece of marketing off of that.
It wouldn't work. Maybe when I become a wrestler, I'll be Tad Chili. Come after you.
Do a little tag team thing.
What are you a romantic guy? I mean, tell us a little bit about you personally. Are you?
Somewhat. I mean, of course, the World Wrestling Federation's fans see the rough exterior, but yeah, certainly there's a romantic side to Steve Austin.
What do you like to do on what's your idea of like a nice date?
Well, I mean, like typical first date, you're there to impress, so I think, something that she's going to dig as much as me. Monster truck rally. And if she's not into that, something on maybe a supercross race. Down to the deer camp, skin a few deer, whatever.
Yeah. I think once a girl knows that you have your own crazy straw out there.
Pretty much opens the door to be able to take them to anything, yeah. Definitely a romantic side, Conan.
You are a romantic side? Well,
yeah.
You are a romantic, so I don't know. I have a book here of Jules' poems.
Of course, I've got one.
And I was wondering, would Stone Cold Steve Austin read a poem by Jewel?
I would love to.
We have one right here for you.
Oh, yeah. I look at young girls now. I have this memorized. I have this book at the house, but I'm going to go ahead and read it.
Little mood lighting here. Okay, great.
Stand up?
Yeah.
Maybe project a little better.
Okay.
I look at young girls now. I look at young girls now. Okay. Where was I? I look at young girls now, and their tight crushed velour, skin tight sky blue hip huggers with the baby doll tank tops.
I underlined that part. Yeah.
Thank you. And I think I've been there. God, have I been there? I got in through yet. I'm just getting to the good stuff. One of my favorite books.
That poem rules.
I read the Waylon Jennings autobiography, read George Jones. That's right up there with both of them. Beautiful piece of work.
All right. Well, WrestleMania 15 is this Sunday.
This Sunday.
March 28th at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, live on pay-per-view. It was a real pleasure having you on the show. You're a nice guy to talk to.
Beautiful.
Best
Thank you for having me.
Come on back sometime. Stone Cold, Steve Austin, everybody. Louis Anderson coming up. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.